It is official. BioWare is scared. A new game known as Exodus, you might have heard of it, is set to come out within the coming years, starring none other than Matthew McConaughey himself. Made by BioWare veterans and starring Matthew McConaughey, Exodus could be the next sci-fi RPG to get excited about. The very first gameplay trailer for Exodus, an upcoming story-driven intergalactic RPG adventure, just dropped, and it has naturally made waves in the gaming community for many reasons. The sci-fi RPG features the great Matthew McConaughey as the lead, and it will follow him on a journey across space and time to save humanity, themes that reminisce McConaughey's character from Christopher Nolan's hit space epic Interstellar. Exodus is the brainchild of industry veterans. The lead designer behind the highly anticipated Tyler, James Olen, an ex-BioWare developer who was the lead developer on the Knights of the Old Republic, the Baldur's Gate games, Mass Effect, and more. Joining him is Chad Robertson, another BioWare veteran, while Exodus lead writer is Drew Karpyshyn, the lead writer for Mass Effect 1 and 2. Moreover, the studio comprises artists and creatives from major companies like Naughty Dog, 343 Industries, EA, Blizzard, Bungie, and more. All these names now operate under Archetype Entertainment, founded in 2019 as a division of game publisher Wizards of the Coast, a
English, mother. Do you speak it?
subsidiary of Hasbro. That said, Exodus is a next-gen AAA sci-fi RPG that was presented to the wider audience at last year's Game Awards. And watching the trailer, I was intrigued the entire time. This whole universe, it seems intriguing, and with everything in mind, Exodus pits players into the role of June, a customizable protagonist who is the only hope saving humanity from the rot, a techno-virus that threatens to extinguish every ounce of mankind. Given the story-driven nature of the game, players will be given plenty of impactful choices, companion relationships, and more, all influencing the world's events. The recent gameplay trailer shows just how much Exodus is the mix of Interstellar and Mass Effect. And it isn't a surprise considering the names behind the game. To that end, the sci-fi RPG has that familiar over-the-shoulder perspective, nice. But what is most interesting about the trailer is a celestial tech that makes action-packed third-person combat unique, giving the player a number of different abilities. That's not unique. This includes freezing enemies and shattering them into fragments. Interesting. Turning your weapons into energy blade or grappling gun, and more. The trailer also teases a variety of enemies such as armored space bear, giant frogs, and other earth animals that have gone through space overhaul and are part of an unpredictable alien fauna. Importantly, Exodus goes full interstellar with a time dilation feature, which is a big part of the game's story. Players will see its effect after every mission. This is something that has been missing in sci-fi games, making Exodus the first of its kind. And watching the gameplay trailer, which, not a bad gameplay trailer. I'm intrigued by this game. Another important thing not to miss out about Exodus is that it is presented as a franchise, and more titles might emerge. To that end, collaborating with Drew Karpyshyn on the lore and world building for Exodus is one of the standout sci-fi writers, Pete Hamilton. The first book, Exodus, the Archimedes Engine, has already been published and serves as to introduce everyone interested in the Exodus mysteries. Exodus is shaping up to be one of the most ambitious titles currently in production, and with the Mass Effect sequel in jeopardy, with the current state of BioWare and Naughty Dog's uninspiring reveal for Intergalactic the Heretic Prophet, it's safe to say that Exodus won't have much competition. Unfortunately, the game is still in pre-alpha and its pre-alpha state, and the long wait is here. From the little bit that it's talked about in this, I'm pretty interested in it. Now, we still don't know much about the game. There is a website, and I'm going to link that in the description so anyone can check it out. But there is just a bunch of world building and all that, but we don't know much about how the game plays. We've seen some gameplay, but we don't know how it plays. We don't know core mechanics. We don't understand depth. And I get it. It is in a pre-alpha state, so we're probably not going to get a lot of that for at least a year or two. But this game definitely has its potential. With the actor Matthew McConaughey being in it, it could be big. Definitely intrigued by it. My biggest concern about this whole article, about this whole announcement, is Wizards of the Coast. They have been notoriously ruining what people loved about Magic the Gathering. And they're not the only ones who have been ruining IPs. And I am cautious about this because of their involvement, but maybe it's good, maybe it's not. We'll see. That's really it. I will link the gameplay and cinematic trailers down in the description. If you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe and comment, give your opinion. Peace.